Pinocchio, Carla Collodi. Retold by Casey Mullerton. Illustrated by Alexander Colombo. Table, no. So there's 3 stories in this. Introduction. Carla Collodi wrote his story about the puppet Pinocchio in the 80s. He sold the story in chapters to children's newspapers in Italy. Collodi wrote 36 chapters for the new newspapers. Later, the chapters were put together into a book. The Adventures of Pinocchio, Disney's 1940s movie about Pinocchios, is famous. However, Disney's puppet is very different from Collodi's puppet. I'm so sorry if you see something like that or this. Like if you see anything moving, I'm so sorry. But anyways, that's done. This is Pinocchio. This is basically the blue fairy. Oh my god, I love her hair. This is Geppetto. This is the cricket. The cricket looks actually so funny. Like it's Lampwork. Okay, she is a communist. I think she's a communist though. But whatever. Chapter 1. The Puppet. Geppetto finds a piece of wood in the forest. He takes it home. He begins to cut it. But a voice in the woods says, "Don't hurt me." Geppetto says, "I will make a boy puppet. I will call you Pinocchio." But Pinocchio, Geppetto makes the face of the puppet. He makes the eyes. They look at him. He makes the nose. It grows very long. He makes the mouth. It laughs at him. He makes the arms and legs. The puppet runs out the door. Geppetto chases the puppet. A policeman on the street sees Geppetto chasing the puppet. He grabs the puppet by his big long nose. He gives the puppet back to Geppetto. Geppetto is very angry. He says, "Just wait until we get home, Pinocchio." The police thinks Pinocchio is a little boy. He thinks Geppetto will hurt the boy. He makes Geppetto let Pinocchio go. Then the policeman takes Geppetto to jail. Oh no, poor Geppetto. Aww. I actually feel bad for the Geppetto, but the stupid puppet Pinocchio is so... Pinocchio runs home. He goes into the empty house. Pinocchio sits on the floor. He feels something in his stomach. He is hungry. He looks all around the house, but he can't find any food. Then he hears a noise. Pinocchio asks, "Who is there?" A cricket says, "It is me. I want to tell you something." Pinocchio asks, "What is it?" Oh my god, wait. It actually is funny because how come the rat isn't considered in the, the characters? Like, he's naked. The cricket says, Little boys who do not listen to their parents get into a lot of trouble. Pinocchio is mad at the cricket. He throws a hammer at it and the cricket runs away. Bad. Pinocchio sits by the fire. It is warm, so he puts his feet up. Soon he falls asleep. During the night, the fire slowly burns his wooden feet to ashes. In the morning, Geppetto comes home. He is sad to see Pinocchio's leg with no feet. He makes 2 new feet for Pinocchio. Pinocchio says, I want to go home to school, father. Then I can be a good son. But I don't have an A, B, C book. So Geppetto sells his coat to buy a book for Pinocchio. Pinocchio is very happy. On the way to school, the next day Pinocchio sees a puppet show. He sells his ABC book to buy a ticket for the show. The puppets on the stage see Pinocchio. They ask him to come onto the stage. The audience is angry. Fire Eater, the man who owns the puppet show, comes out. What is going on? He yells. He sees Pinocchio and says, You are making trouble. Stay on the wall and we'll talk about this tonight. Then Fire Eater hangs Pinocchio on a nail on the wall. This person keeps walking. That night, Fire Eater cooks dinner, but he needs more wood for the fire. He looks at Pinocchio and says, I can use you in my fire. Pinocchio remembers the night his feet burned to ashes. He begs for his life. Please don't put me in the fire. Pinocchio cries. The Fire Eater has pity and says, All right, I'll use another puppet in my fire. You do not mind it. Do not mind it. But Pinocchio is now friends with the other puppets. He does not want to see one of them burn. He says, Please, sir, don't hurt any of them. I will go into the fire. Fire Eater says, You are very brave, little puppet. Here are 5 gold coins. In the morning, take them with you and go home. I won't burn any puppet's hair. I will eat my dinner half cooked. And the next morning, Pinocchio starts for home. The puppet The puppet walks all day that night. Pinocchio meets 2 robbers. Pinocchio is afraid. He quickly puts his gold coins in his mouth. Give us your money, says one of them. Give us your money, says the other. Pinocchio can't speak because he has the coin in his mouth. The robbers pick up Pinocchio and take him into the woods. They find a big tree. One robber says, We will hang you here until you give us your money. Oh, no, that's a bad idea. They hang Pinocchio in the tree, but he kicks it to free himself for hours and hours. Finally, the robbers get bored. One robber says, We'll come back in the morning. Then the robbers leave. Far away, Pinocchio can see a small white house between the trees. Pinocchio takes coins out of his mouth. He puts them in his pockets and then yells for help. At the house, a fairy with blue hair looks looks out the window. She sees Pinocchio hanging in the tree. She brings the puppet back to her house and takes care of him until morning. I am so sorry about my dog. I swear I'm about to go tackle someone. Okay, anyways, Pinocchio tells the fairy his story. She asks him about his gold coins. They're in his pocket, but he lies to her. He says, I lost them. Then Pinocchio's nose grows very long. Oh! Oh! It's like, you know, the long nose emoji? Like, that's a lying emoji, you know? The fairy says, you are lying, silly boy. Lying makes your nose grow. Pinocchio's nose is too long. It hits stings when he moves his head. The fairy calls some woodpeckers. They make Pinocchio's nose short again. Oh yes, that is very indeed. The Pinocchio tells the fairy, I love you. The fairy says, I love you too. Live here as my little brother. Go and bring your father. Pinocchio says he will and leaves the fairy house. On the road, Pinocchio makes a fat cat. They were the robbers, but Pinocchio does not know it. The fox hears the gold coin in the puppet's pocket. The fox has an idea. The fox says, when a person plants a coin in the ground, a money tree grows. Pinocchio says, a money tree? Really? The fox says, let me show you. The fox tells Pinocchio to dig a hole and put his coin in it. Then Pinocchio fills the hole with dirt and puts water on it. Now, the fox, go away and wait for 20 minutes, then come back to see your money tree. Pinocchio goes away. He is very excited, but when he returns, there is no tree, and he can't find his coins in the ground. Pinocchio goes to a town close to there. He tells a policeman that a fox and cat tricked him. I have no money, Pinocchio tells the policeman. You have no money? The policeman says. He takes Pinocchio by the arm. People with no money make trouble. You must go to jail. Pinocchio stays in jail for many months. Then during a festival for everyone is in jail is set free. So Pinocchio sets off for home. Oh no, poor guy. On his way home, Pinocchio meets a bird. The bird asks, are you Pinocchio? Yes, how do you know my name? Pinocchio says. The bird says he knows all about Pinocchio. He said he knows the blue fairy is gone because her little brother never came home. He also knows Geppetto is going across the sea to look for the little puppet. Pinocchio is worried about Geppetto. He tells the bird, I must find my brother. The bird says, get on my back. I will help you find him. Pinocchio rides on the bird. They fly to the sea. They fly to an island. The blue fairy lives there. They are both happy to see each other. Pinocchio loves her and promises to be good. He even starts school. At school he meets a boy named Lampwick. Lampwick doesn't like study. One day he tells Pinocchio about playtime. Lampwick says, I'm going there tonight. Nobody studies there. Every day is a vacation. Do you want to come? Pinocchio thinks it sounds wonderful. A donkey cart arrives and both boys get in. I don't know. I have a bad feeling. In Playtime Land, Pinocchio and Lampwick enjoy themselves. They meet lots of other boys and they play all day. Pinocchio says, what a beautiful life. See, I was right, says Lampwick. Then one day, Lambic wakes up with donkey ears. Pinocchio has them too. A mouse tells them, "You have donkey fever. All boys who only play and never study, turn into donkeys." A few minutes later, both boys turn into donkeys. The man in the donkey cart comes. He sees that two boys are not donkeys. He takes them to town and sells them. The man sells one donkey to a farmer. The donkey is Lambo. He sells the other donkey to a man who likes drugs. That donkey is Pinocchio. I don't know why, but this is 18,080 pages. This Pinocchio story is sure long, but yeah. The drum maker wants to use the donkey's skin to make a drum, but first he must kill the donkey. The man ties a rope into Pinocchio and throws him into the sea. In the sea, many fish come. They begin to eat the donkey. They eat all the meat off, only the puppet is left inside. Pinocchio swims away, but as he is swimming, a whale comes and swallows him. Inside of the whale, it is very dark. Pinocchio sees a tiny light. He walks to the light and finds his father. Pinocchio says, "Father, I found you. How long have you been here?" Geppetto says, "I have been here for 2 years." "We must get out of here," says Pinocchio. "Oh no." He takes his father by the hand. They walk up the whale's throat to its mouth. The whale is old, so it sleeps with its mouth open. Pinocchio and Geppetto climbed over the whale's teeth and jump into the sea. Geppetto rides on the puppet's back as Pinocchio swims for land. Pinocchio swims to land. His father is weak and tired. Pinocchio finds a house and goes inside. He does not see anyone, so he asks, "Is anyone here?" "I am here," says the cricket. "My dear cricket," says Pinocchio. "Now I'm your dear cricket? You tried to hit me with a hammer," the cricket says. "You're right, cricket. You can send me away, but please let my father stay," Pinocchio says. The kind cricket says, "You can both stay." Pinocchio asks, "Where did you get this nice house?" "A blue fairy gave it to me," the cricket says. "When will she come back?" the puppet asks. "Never," says the cricket. Pinocchio is sad to hear this. Pinocchio works hard to help his father every day. Pinocchio works for a farmer to get 1 glass of milk for his father. After some time, Pinocchio also learns to make baskets. He also studies reading and writing, and Pinocchio studies at night and works all day. One day, Pinocchio goes to town to buy new clothes. On his way, he learns from a friend that the blue fairy is sick. Pinocchio gives 4 coins in his pockets to the friend. He says, "Use these to help my fairy. In a few days, I will give you more." That night, Pinocchio has a dream about the fairy. When he wakes up, he is a real boy. Pinocchio looks around the house. It is also different. He and his father now live in a nice house. They both have nice clothes. Geppetto tells Pinocchio, "This is your award when boys try to be good. It changes everything." Pinocchio tells his father, "How funny! I was once a puppet, but how glad I am to be a real boy. The end of the story. Now we take the quiz. Oh my god. I actually spent some time reading this, but yeah. It was actually enjoyable. Like every book, everything is enjoyable. It's just the reading time. Don't see that. But let's take the quiz. I promise you, taking the quiz is actually getting a little bit more excited, but it's also nervous. Where does the policeman take to put them to jail? Next question. What does Jupiter Cells by Pinocchio a book is called? Or Jupiter. Who's this Pinocchio in the fruit? A fairy! What does Pinocchio get from the farmer for one day's work? 5 gold cakes. No! A glass of milk. So, what is we take to the playtime land, and I know for a fact that he should not have done that. Is it good? But maybe a little too difficult. But like as always, as always, it's enjoyable, but it's so far the luck was so far it's luck. It's not the longest to read. Paragraph. But still, it's fun. It's fun to read. Like if you if you read like almost every day, or maybe like if you read daily, you will start to find it easy and fun. Yeah. And my quiz score is a pass. Yep.